Today's video runs through 9 things that experienced travelers are no longer packing, and I'm willing to bet that you will disagree with at least one of them. The first thing that experienced travelers are no longer packing is cash. Experienced travelers are skipping the hassle and risk of carrying large amounts of cash on domestic and international trips. Instead, they opt for credit and debit cards, as well as digital payment methods like Apple Pay, which are accepted almost everywhere and offer more convenience and security. Digital payment methods also make it easier to track spending and to freeze a card if you did notice any suspicious transactions. Using a good travel credit card is also going to give you a ton of benefits, such as travel insurance and possibly even no foreign transaction fees. It's still a good idea to have some local currency, and withdrawing a small amount from a local ATM upon arrival at your destination is usually going to be the cheapest and simplest solution to get it. Experienced travelers are no longer spending a ton of time organizing and packing a quart-sized clear bag of liquids to pull out at airport security. Dealing with liquids at airport security is a hassle that frequent flyers are choosing to avoid. Instead, they're switching to solid toiletries, which simplifies packing for the airport significantly. Options like sunscreen sticks, shampoo bars, toothpaste tabs, and solid face wash bars are not only exempt from airport security liquid restrictions, but they're also more compact and lighter to carry. With the exception of a few liquid necessities, like your favorite face cream, most toiletries can be switched into solid forms. As an added benefit, it eliminates the risk of any spills in your luggage. Experienced travelers have upgraded from the classic empty water bottle airport hack to an even smarter choice, the empty thermos hack. Instead of bringing an empty water bottle to fill up after going through airport security, more travelers are choosing to pack an empty thermos instead because it's so much more versatile. Airports and airplanes offer both hot and cold water, making a thermos ideal for not just cold water at a fountain, but also for hot drinks, as well as quick meals like instant oatmeal or soup, both at the airport, on the plane, and even throughout your trip. Essentially, a thermos provides all the advantages of a water bottle, and then some. The one that I have here is linked in the description, and I have taken it through airport security dozens of times and never had any issues. Experienced travelers are no longer packing, or even wearing, a set of fancy clothes as they head to the airport. People used to dress up for the airport all the time, but things have changed. Comfort is king and space is precious. I'm not saying that you should look like a bum when you fly, but it's all about finding that perfect balance of comfort and style. Today's video sponsor, Unbound Merino, makes it easy to find clothing that is going to work both for your flight as well as throughout your trip. Unbound Merino has a ton of classic styles and colors that are going to mix and match easily. My go-to travel pants are their black leggings. They're very flattering without being too tight, and they have a sneaky waistband zipper pocket to keep your essentials secure throughout your time at the airport as well as on the plane. You'll never have to worry about losing your passport in the seatback pocket or having it stolen while you nap. Unbound Merino's clothing is also made with unique wool fibers that wick away sweat and odors. I'll wear the leggings, t-shirt, and travel hoodie for my departure flight as well as throughout my trip, yet somehow they are still fresh enough to wear on my flight home. Magic. Scan the code or check out the link in the description to get a special discount on your first purchase with Unbound Merino. You will not be disappointed. Experienced travelers are also not taking their old phones with them as they head to the airport. While it used to be common to carry an older smartphone on a trip to avoid losing or damaging a newer one, this isn't such a great idea anymore. Older phones typically suffer from poor battery life, and they lack support for modern features like eSIMs. They also may not run new apps very well, and the cameras on older phones can't compete with those on newer models. A better option is to take good care of your current phone and protect it with a sturdy case and screen protector prior to your trip. My screen protector, case, and pop socket make my phone an absolute brick, but I honestly don't mind because it's an indestructible brick that also can sit well on a tray table. And because they are bringing new smartphones, you'll find fewer and fewer experienced travelers packing an actual camera. For the average traveler, a smartphone camera is going to be sufficient and often even have better quality photos than a mid-priced camera would. The cost, risk, and inconvenience of carrying around a separate camera is often not worth it, even if you are getting slightly better photo quality. Cameras can make you a target for theft, Plus, they add extra weight and often require additional care when packing. Given these downsides and the negligible difference in photo quality when you compare a mid-priced camera to a newer smartphone, it's becoming increasingly common to leave that camera at home and just rely on your phone for capturing travel photos. This not only simplifies packing, but I also find that it personally enhances the travel experience for me because it reduces the amount of gear that I need to manage and keep track of while on a trip. There are a ton of things, like not packing a camera, that you might disagree with. A few things that I never pack that I know other travelers swear by include a camera, a neck pillow, and a travel towel. Not for me. Let us know down in the comments if you agree or disagree. You'll probably never see an experienced traveler carrying just a small purse or a laptop bag to the airport as their personal item. When I started flying frequently for my first corporate job, I noticed many passengers using much larger backpacks or clamshell-style bags as their personal items. I quickly realized that using anything smaller than a backpack wasn't making the most of the airline's personal item allowance. Switching to a full-size backpack or clamshell-style bag with a dedicated laptop sleeve made carry-on-only trips so much easier to pack for. I'll link to the specific bags that I've been using as my personal item lately down in the video description, as it is amazing how much I can fit in these bags while still being able to fit them under the seat in front of me. Experienced travelers will also never pack in a suitcase that is weighing over 8 pounds. And by 8 pounds, I am referring to the actual suitcase, not when all of your stuff is inside of the suitcase. The difference between a suitcase shell weighing 7 pounds or 10 pounds might seem minor, but with increasingly strict carry-on rules, weight is one of the first things to consider when choosing luggage. A 3-pound difference could mean either avoiding fees or paying up to $75 for an overweight bag. You can typically find the weight of a new suitcase under the Product Features section on the sales page. I've found that soft-sided luggage, on average, tends to be a little bit lighter in comparison to hard-shell luggage. I have also found that extra features, like a pop-out laptop sleeve, add extra weight that might not be worth it. And anyone who has ever faced these extra fees understands the importance of selecting a lightweight suitcase to maximize carry-on capacity and avoid any unnecessary charges. Experienced travelers are also no longer just packing a ton of snacks for their time at the airport as well as to eat on the plane. With many airlines cutting back on serving meals, even on international flights, snacks alone are often not enough. Instead, they're bringing full meals to the airport as there are virtually no restrictions on taking solid food through airport security and onto the plane. I've personally found that having an actual substantial meal, as opposed to 6 granola bars, on a flight makes a big difference in how I feel during the flight as well as after it. I'll put a video up on the screen now and link it below with my favorite travel-friendly food ideas for you to watch next. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join Ollie and I back here for more travel tips and hacks each week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in that next video soon. Bye.